Welcome to Learn Linux from Scratch to Advanced. We'll cover Linux basics through to advanced topics, including system administration, networking, and scripting.
Linux is an open-source, Unix-like operating system based on the Linux kernel. Known for stability, security, and flexibility, it's widely used in servers, desktops, and embedded systems.
Linux distributions, or distros, come in many varieties such as Ubuntu, Fedora, and CentOS. We'll learn core commands and navigation techniques that work across major Linux distributions.
Linux has a range of basic commands for navigation and file management. Examples include ls to list files, pwd to show the current directory, cd to change directory, mkdir to make a new directory, and rm to remove files.
The Linux file system is hierarchical, with the root directory represented as a single slash at the top. Key directories include home for user files, etc. for configuration files, var for variable files, and bin for executable binaries.
Permissions control access to files and directories in Linux. Permissions include read, write, and execute, and are assigned to the owner, group, and others.
User management is essential for Linux system security. Common commands include userat to add a user, usermod to modify user settings, groupadd to add groups, and psswd to set or change passwords.
Linux provides powerful commands for file manipulation. Some examples are cp to copy files, mv to move or rename files, cat to view file contents, and touch to create empty files.
Text editors like Nano, Vim, and Emacs are used to edit files directly from the command line. Nano is user-friendly for beginners, while Vim offers more advanced features for experienced users.
Package managers install, update, and remove software. Common package managers include apt for Debian-based systems, yum or dnf for Red Hat-based systems, and pacman for Arch Linux.
Processes are instances of running programs in Linux. Useful commands include ps to view processes, top for real-time monitoring, kill to terminate processes, and bg or fg to control background and foreground tasks.
Disk management commands help manage storage and monitor disk usage. Commands include df to check disk space, do to analyze directory usage, fdisk to manage partitions, and mount or amount for attaching and detaching file systems.
Linux has built-in tools for networking tasks. Common commands include ifconfig or ip for network configuration, ping to test connectivity, and netstat for network statistics.
Shell scripts automate tasks by running multiple commands sequentially. Start a script with the #bang line or shebang and include commands line by line.
To create your first script, make a file with a .sh extension, add bin bash at the top, and add your commands. For example, echo hello world prints hello world.
Scripts use loops and conditionals to handle repeated actions and decisions. Examples include for and while loops, and conditionals like if, elif, and else.
Linux services are managed by daemons, which run in the background. Commands include systemtil for managing services and service for older service management systems.
Logs provide information about system events and are useful for troubleshooting. Key logs include syslog for general system logs and auth.log for authentication-related events.
Backup and restore are critical for data security. Useful commands include tar for creating archives, RSYNC for synchronizing files, and DD for disk cloning.
Firewalls protect systems from unauthorized access. Common tools include iptables for packet filtering and UFW, or uncomplicated firewall, for a user-friendly experience on Debian-based systems.
Systemd is the default service manager on most modern Linux distributions. Commands include systemtil start, stop, or restart to control services, and systemtil enable or disable to manage startup settings.
File compression reduces file size for storage and transfer. Commands include zip and bzip2 for compression, and tar for creating and extracting archives.
SSH, or Secure Shell, allows secure remote login and command execution. Use the SSH command to connect, and SCP for secure file copying between machines.
Cron automates scheduled tasks. Edit cron jobs with crontab E, using the format minute, hour, day, month, day of week, followed by the command to schedule tasks.
Monitoring tools help track system performance and resource usage. Common tools include Top, VMSTAT, IOSTAT, and Free for monitoring memory usage.
Linux security involves using strong passwords, managing file permissions, and regularly updating the system. Use sudo responsibly and monitor user access closely.
Linux networking tools provide deeper control over connections. Examples include TCP-dump for packet analysis, NMAP for network scanning, and traceroute for tracing paths.
Access control lists, or ACLs, provide fine-grained file permissions beyond the traditional owner-group-others model. Use getFACL and setFACL to view and set ACLs.
Troubleshoot common issues such as boot errors, permission problems, and network connectivity. Useful commands include dmsg for kernel messages, journalctl for system logs, and ping or traceroute for network diagnostics.
Congratulations on completing Learn Linux from Scratch to Advanced. Regular practice and exploring Linux resources will help deepen your knowledge.